peace, then takes me to joy, takes me to love, takes me to essence, takes me to truth, takes me to isness. And that isness is not about departing from the world. When I see something that isn't there, what a lot of people forget, keep going, is forgiveness. It's a long answer. Forgiveness is one of the main tenets of the work. Forgiveness is not, I forgive you, Dad, for being a jerk. Forgiveness is a return to who I am without these thought systems. Forgiveness is who am I to the essence, not I, the character divvy, but the truth of who I am. And that's where miracles lie. Long answer.
Beautiful answer, though, because it opens up so many different textures to this. So let's say I've experienced peace and my husband bothers me. And then I go to guilt. Oh, I should have been the I am. And I didn't get to I am. And now I'm frustrated that I am now judging myself for how I reacted. How do I get back to that frequency? What is the process of coming back so that I'm not bypassing that I felt guilty? I'm actually acknowledging that I felt that, right? Would forgiveness be the next step in the sequence?
And even go back a step further. So you react, so what? Do you get it? So you reacted, right? It's this never-ending journey, right? Of like, okay, he's acting like what humans would call a jerk. So if I even go deeper, if everything's a mirror, you're mirroring me, I'm mirroring you, then how is he a mirror to me? Right? That's where we go deeper, right? Of like, okay, my husband cut me off. Where am I cutting myself off? And that's not a bypassing. That's totally owning what's happening. And let's go back to what you said. I'm reacting. Why do I feel guilty? It's a reaction. So what? Right? It's a reaction. And what am I putting meaning to something? What I need to do in that minute. And it always goes back to forgiveness because it goes from guilt. And just one sidebar, small sidebar, if you don't mind.
Yeah, please.
One common thing I see a lot of women do is we react, and maybe the reaction is frustration. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Or anger or annoyance?
Yeah, for sure.
And then we go to guilt, and probably some of your listeners have heard of this concept, but powerlessness and guilt and depression and anxiety are all about the same vibrational scale. Then anger is about midway up. Then joy and love are up here. We're afraid of anger, but anger is a really healthy emotion if expressed properly.
Yes.
We go to anger because we're pissed off because of what he did. Then we go to guilt and we just keep doing the cycle. And that cycle is where we get sick. That cycle is where we get sick. And ultimately, keep going, we're going to keep going. Ultimately, when we connect with who we are in the I am consciousness, ultimately when we let ourselves feel anger, okay, let myself feel anger. Oh, the only reason I'm angry is because I forgot. I am the consciousness of love. Not love, flimsy love, but love of the eternal power of the Divine Mother. Love of the entire power of the energy that is the I am. Long answer.
So this is a game in your experience of forgetting, not judging, and coming back. Just simply forgetting and remembering once again and once again. And in your experience, is that what truth is?
It's funny you use the word truth. When we talked before, use that expression, the truth is truth, and nothing else is the truth. The truth is truth and only the truth. That's the line from the Course. And when you said it on the phone, I was like, she studied the Course?
I did not study the Course in Miracles.
And that's a deep thinking of the Course. Is the truth is truth and only the truth is truth, but what you find is truth. According to the Course, the truth is the I am. The truth is the essence, not this.
Yes.
The essence, the place outside of the thought systems.
Outside of the thought systems. But here's my caveat. I'm living on this earth, regardless of if I am a construct of that, I guess I would be a construct of the ego, if you would, because to your point, God didn't create the earth. The ego essentially created this earth. So if I am a construct of this earth, then wouldn't true mastery be to honor the ego, live with the ego, be the ego? If I am a representation of this earth and earth is ego, then wouldn't I be in transcendence, if you will, if I am ego?
But that's the whole world we live in right now. All the pain out there is from the ego thought system.
So it already is in some ways.
It's always already living itself. Just look out the door.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
People get into spirituality to step outside that door. But the question I would challenge you with is, we're not this body. I mean, I'll probably be in an urn before you will, because I'm a bit older than you.
Well, I mean, Hopefully. Love you, Divvy, but hopefully.
If I'm not defending this body, then what's the point? Like I became a doctor quite young. When I was 20, I was in the height of the AIDS epidemic. And so I was burying patients left, right, and center. Mm-hmm. And they were not in this body. Those souls visited me. How is that possible? Because I'm not in this body. The freedom is the mind. The mind is where I find free. The only thing that's real is my mind. The body is a projection from that mind.
The mind is the only thing that's real.
Because that's where I'm going to go back to when I die. When I leave this female physical construct.
Yes.
I return to the mind. The mind is the only thing that's real. And every thought I have is this experience.
So if the mind is the only thing that's real, then wouldn't the argument be that my ego is real? Isn't my ego my mind?
The ego is the mental habit of identifying.
Right? So it's not my mind. It's the identification.
Exactly.
It's the identification of this is the microphone. You are Divvy. This is my situation.
Exactly. Versus the infinite mind, which is connected to the creator's mind, is the essence that we find in meditation. It's the essence. And that's the only way we heal traumas, is when we find that, yeah, sure, my body was hurt. That story existed. But the I of who I am is never hurt. The essence of who I am is never touched. And that's how you actually heal. And you can call that love, call it what you want.
So if I am reeking of cancer right now.
Go for it.
And I am in an extraordinary amount of physical pain, I might be able to touch. I am, from time to time. But that doesn't change that this physical body is in some way failing me. Did I fail me then? Did my mind, or let's call it my ego, did my ego fail me, which created this mirror in my physical experience, and my role in order to heal it is to exist in the bandwidth of love and joy despite what I'm feeling? Is that the process?
And the bigger one that is forgiveness. And one thing I would say is, I've helped a lot of people with cancer heal. It used to be not such a big deal when people would go to church. People like instant heal. Miracle is a shift from fear to love. That's all miracle is. And so we make it such a big deal. But if a miracle is not happening, something's gone wrong.
If a miracle is not happening, something has gone wrong.
A miracle is a natural expression of love. Now, let's go a bit deeper. If the body is riddled in cancer, I can either be in peace or not. But the Course talks about how if the object is not the body, the object is the mind.
Yes.
So if I am riddled in cancer, but I'm in peace, hallelujah, dude. But if I'm so attached to healing my body, that's and the clients I've helped that have healed their third end stage cancer, they're not attached. They let go. They're like, cool.
Is the detachment like, if I die today, so be it? Or is it, I created this, so there I can uncreate it? What is letting go to them?
It's because it's the second time you've said it, I create. So I tend to ease away from the idea that I created it because that creates blame, guilt, judgment.
Like, I was the one who did it, so... Ugh.
Exactly. And that, I think a lot of spiritual people end up in the mud pile with that one.
So true. Good point.
Right? Because they end up blaming and judging. The joke I always made is, oh, this is my unconscious. It's my married. You know, I got this from my grandmother. Thank you, grandmother. Right? It's easier that way.
It's so true.
Right? It's so much easier. I got this from my culture. It's their fault. It's a joke. But, you know.
It's so true.
When we personalize it, we end up just in the muck. Right? So rather than saying, I did something wrong, cool. This is a fear statement. Do I trust love? Am I really willing to relinquish this fear? The true act of forgiveness is what heals. And, you know, eventually become a forgiveness junkie. And you end up, you know, really, the primary emotions become gratitude and forgiveness.